we have brought together sports officers and a few dean of students to Mo University today, School of Law, so that we can have a chat and the way forward of running sports in the university. So we have approximately 50 sports officers and a few other members from sports department from various universities. So we are going to have a discussion on how we shall be running our sports at university level, at different universities, at the conference level. We have 6 conferences. We have the officials from various conferences, and at national level. So we are literally coming together so that we chart our way forward on actually running university sports in the country, specifically at university level. We are supposed to be presenting a team even for all university games in July. So that will be one of them, but our main business is bringing a number of guest speakers.
Organization. And that brings a challenge in this way. One, coordinating all the multi-sports activities at a go in one venue is a challenge in this way. One, facilities from our members. There are those who do not have adequate sporting facilities to stage all those multi-sports. Secondly, the bit of financing. Our members always have a challenge in ensuring that they're able to stage all the disciplines that we are offering. Then, of course, the bit of challenge comes in the form of calendar of our members, in the form of academic calendars. We are not open throughout the year. There are times that our members will always go on long recess, and that means we have to take break. And if it is for the bit of skill, our students will always dip, or their skill will always go low based on the fact that we break for long holiday.
This forum, generally we have said there are very many people presenting different aspects or different issues. There are technical issues, there are social issues, and once we sharpen the tutor on social issues, administrative issues, leadership issues, organization issues, you talk all that. This is what we are going to expose these sports tutors, and eventually they will do a good job. They will be getting directly to the students, because we hope there will be a change in the way they handle things from today and forever. We have another forum which is for the student leaders, and we expect most universities to send a good number of participants. So we are not just targeting the sports tutors. As much as we are improving the sports tutors through this forum, we are also going to improve the captains or the student leaders who run sports. So we are actually not just interested of the sports tutor alone. We will move forward to the sports captains in all universities. Every university to send at least maybe 5, 6, even to 10 or even more captains, and they will benefit directly. At that point, we shall also give a number of professors who have done sports a chance to come and talk to those children, and also the officials of the federations at conference and national level.
That this is a very good forum for all of us to come together and think about the sports and games of students in the universities. The sports and games department in the university always lies in the Dean of Students, except in some few universities where the university decided that it must be a directorate. And I think we have about 3 or so universities which have a different directorate from the Dean of Students office. But nevertheless, the Games and Sports Department working hand in hand with the Dean of Students office, because we deal with the issues of the students, the welfare, their co-curricular activities while they are in the university. We also deal with the mental, issues as we are assisting the students to get their bearing in their talents. And so many a times we find that the students may be very passionate about a game or a sport, but the problem is maybe their training, because they have to start from amateur maybe to a level where we can qualify them to be in our competitions. And so while they come from their their secondary schools, and they are passionate about taking a sport or a game, then we actually take note of what they are good in, and that is by biometrics and assessments and coaching. And sometimes we get into, assisting these students to get their bearing, even up to the level of global, that is international, in their games. And so I want to encourage people that as much as it's not easy to make somebody, an athlete, but it is always the best when you see your student performing very well outside there, when they are putting your university into a map, maybe globally or nationally. And so it is good to work in that department, so that the students may realize their dreams, may realize their potentiality in terms of their sporting. And so sometimes we face challenges of finances, which is everywhere. I may say that finances is a big issue when it comes to sporting and games activities, because many a times you will find that whatever budget you raise, it may not be enough to cater everything. But all in all, whatever we get, even from the support of the university, the sponsors, our good friends, we still use it for the benefit of the students. And I want to encourage the sports people that let us not look at the university finances only, but let's go out there, make friends. Let's have friends of your institution, buy collaborations and making strategies to make sure that these students are put into the international map. A real issue, not only to the department or even to the games and sports facilitation, but it is also an elephant to any institution. And I may say that the little funding that we get from the university may not support all our activities. And so we narrow down to those activities or the disciplines that we make sure that these disciplines may take us far, maybe in our competitions. Because when you look at the funds that we get it out of activity fee. And the activity fee that the students pay is very little. It may not cater for the facilities, for the equipment, and for the competitions. But for a long time, I think as a department, as a people who are working in that, in any institution, we also look out. We think out of the box, and we incorporate our sponsors, whom we call the good friends of our departments or our universities. And so when they come in, maybe they can come in to maybe to support in terms of uniform, in terms of equipment, and that has really helped us a lot. A point in case is Moi University, when the alumni came in and supported us to buy valuable uniform, and it was good because they covered a bit of our expenses. Second thing that maybe I would want to say is that about the equipment. We may not have maybe a national or international outlook of our equipments in all our universities. There are a few who have actually realized their potentiality of buying, equipments for sports, and maybe their fields are up to standard. But if you go to many universities, especially public, our fields are just, they are just fields. But we have not failed to train the students using the same fields, because they really need renovations, they need an upkeep, and sometimes our fields are just, they are not really marked for a certain discipline, but they are used for multiple disciplines. But if we could go for the national and international, standards, we may not actually say that we are training our students in an international, standard of fields. But all in all, it's not about the fields that makes a person, compete. It is the skill. And so we have very competent people who train. Our tutors are very competent. These are people who have done, maybe they have experience of over 10 years, and they are capable of making their athletes to be international. And that is why even when we go to compete in other, in national and East Africa, and even internationally, we are able to win, because it is the resilience of the students. It's the resilience of the players, the athletes, that makes it a success. And also the goodwill of the university. We have a very good goodwill from the management of all the universities, because they would want to see that their students are competing, their students are actually doing sports and games activities, because it is part and parcel of lifestyle in the university.
Professors, we have sports administrators, we have deans, somebody representing dean of students from the whole country, from the Association of Deans, which is called KUSF. So we are having these people, the presenters, to educate us on various issues on running sports in the whole country. And each one has a very special role. And at the end of this session, we hope that our people will be able to start managing activities within their universities. This is a special step. We have not been very active in bringing our sports tutors together to conferences, but we are now very keen. We shall be having these tutors twice. Our intention is to have them twice a year. And we shall create a period before June and another period after June, before December. We will not sleep. We want to do a very good job in university sports, and we have to deliver to the children or the students at university level. We are very keen, and actually we are answerable to them. This fraternity of sports tutors know, or they are employed in the university specifically to handle student sporting activities, and we have to sharpen them through this forum.
Is bring together the best in the area of sports and recreation. Those who are doing teaching research methods in PE and sports are here to help us chart the way forward. The best in the form of drawing partnership or sponsorship proposals, and also the best in media who will put out or send out our message that this is where we are as Kenya University Sports Federation, and the next steps for the future we are charting in this forum. We have the annual forum for Kenya University Sports Federation. Is a forum that brings together stakeholders from all the universities. We have media and we have potential partners who meet in one room to chart a way forward for the federation.